Ladies and gentlemen, we face a great threat. A threat greater than the Great Depression, greater than the Great Wall of China, even greater than the Great Pyramids of Giza. It's truly apocalyptic. Have you ever woken up frightened by a nightmare? Suffered chills or sweats from some horrifying event or dream? Well, we are the Earth's nightmare. And it won't be too long until we reap what we sow. Indeed, there's a dark side to our great modernity. We've been granted with beautiful lakes, magnificent forests, large stretches of landscapes so beautiful it's unrealistic at times, and dreamy skies. The Earth is truly a gift. But look at what we've done with that. Leave it up to humans to demolish forests, dump our garbage in the oceans, poison our own water supplies, pollute our skies. And just take a look at this. Do you realize that you depend on this gift? And this gift depends on you? It's called interdependence. And that's something we must realize. So what are we to do? Well, our everyday products have much to do with this issue. Are the fancy packaging and products that we often support truly worth a global tier? It's sad how in so-called developed countries, such as America, we praise democracy, but don't use it to vote out eco-harm. We praise capitalism, but it causes cutthroat competition at the factory level, which leads to harsh manufacturing processes. I have 3 numbers that I would like to share with you throughout this presentation. First up, 365. Fun fact, the Empire State Building weighs 365,000 tons. Not so fun fact, we produce enough trash to make 1 Empire State Building a day. In other words, 365,000 tons of trash a day. To break it down a bit, we throw away 2.5 million plastic bottles every hour, produce styrofoam cups annually to circle the earth 436 times, and trash enough office paper to build a 12-foot wall from New York to Los Angeles. To top things off, we have almost 100 million tons of garbage stored in the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, which is twice the size of the continental US. The second number is 6, as in 6 degrees centigrade, which is what we are heading towards in terms of global warming. And if you think about it, the weird weather we've been having in the past few years has only been due to 1 degree warming. We must be aware that our greenhouse is not so green. So what is it that we must do to sustain our beautiful skies, magnificent forests, large stretches of breathtaking landscapes? Easy. We must go sustainable. Sustainable design is indeed the answer. Just take a look at an ancient cabinet. The ancient Egyptians certainly mastered sustainability, and you can tell that they did because you're still to this day able to see the great structures and artifacts that they have left behind. If we could just follow that ancient Egyptian way of creating things that would last for a lifetime and apply it to our everyday products, we wouldn't have to worry about our Earth Day looking like this. You're probably thinking that sustainability has compromise written all over it. When you see the word sustainable design, what springs to mind? You may think that design is compromised, that the quality won't be as great, that it's a complete waste of time, that it's way too complicated, and that this type of stuff is only for tree-hugging hippies. Rest assured, the sustainable world that I envision looks nothing like the average hippie might imagine. But all these ideas about sustainable design are incorrect. Sustainable design does not have to kill creativity. Choosing the most effective and least wasteful solution possible. It's about thinking about the creative process laterally and being aware of our options and the consequences of our choices from the start. Now that you understand the urgency of the issue we face, I would like to share with you the plan that how I plan to go about it. First, take a look at the third number, which is 6.8. 6.8 billion cell phone subscriptions. The interesting thing about this number is that there are almost as many cell phone subscriptions as there are people on this planet. And it took a little bit more than 20 years for that to happen. This number shows that we are steeped in a digital age in which everyone's heads are tilted downwards and eyes glued towards their screens. And so, I wanted my contribution to the movement towards a sustainable future to fit the times we live in while changing at the same time. With that said, I designed a solar-powered backpack called Soltech. I envision that its design is one that does not reveal that it's made with the sustainable materials, recycled leather, wool, cotton canvas material, and bioplastic. Situated on the front of the bag is a solar panel that converts sunlight energy into electricity so that you can use it to charge your devices. No longer will you have to worry about charging your devices overnight or being next to an outlet during the day. So here's a behind-the-scenes video of my design process.
Rhythm is the way of our lives. Music of the mind, just lost inside, lost inside, lost inside, I'm letting go. Rhythm is the way of our lives. Music of the mind, just lost inside, lost inside, lost inside, I'm letting go. Rhythm is the way of our lives. 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 Rhythm is the way of inside.
In my research, I've learned that sustainable design is not simply about the materials and technologies that are adopted and used. It also has a social aspect. A problem that I see way too often is the use of child labor in underdeveloped places in the world. In Bangladesh, India, there are companies such as Nike, Old Navy, and H&M that set up sweatshops with unruly conditions for the workers. Another example is that in the Republic of the Congo, companies such as Apple, Microsoft, HP, and Samsung have illegally used child labor to mine a material called coltan used in our phones. But then looking at these situations of exploitation of countries with excellent labor opportunities and rich resources, I came up with a concept called Made in Africa, for youth, by youth. Imagine African children from countries such as Sierra Leone, the Republic of the Congo, Malawi, Nigeria, conducting business with the Western world through the manufacturing and selling of solar-powered backpacks to college students. Even they will be finding themselves rocking the bags in no time because they will be earning a living wage from their job, and that money can be used to improve areas of their own lives and communities. They will be treated sustainably. This is what I envision for the manufacturing of Soltech. And this is what H&M, Nike, Old Navy, and so on need to implement into their business plans. So it's not enough to simply create sustainable products, but it's important that we take into consideration the people who are making them, as well as how they're being made. Now that we understand the urgency in creating a sustainable future, starting with our everyday products to prevent Mother Earth's fate of doom, I would like for you to become more aware of the products that you buy. Try switching to alternatives like the ones you see on the screen. Start with what you carry your water in, because plastic is not going to cut it anymore. And then there are other products like the iron that can be looked at in a more sustainable way. In fact, all the everyday products that you use have a sustainable alternative. I mean, look at this. It's a desk made from newspaper. There really is something for everybody. From the headphones you wear, to the lights you install in your house or office space, to even the shoes you wear. If you truly appreciate Earth in all its glory, you will understand that it is you who needs to save it. It doesn't matter what career field you're in or what your status is in society. There's always something that you can do about it in however small way you can or will to. So help the world attain a greener tomorrow. Thank you.